Fox 8 was there as Immigration and Customs Enforcement officers hit the streets to remove people ordered by a judge to leave the U.S.
Many of them accused of committing multiple crimes while illegally in the country. Natasha Robin has this special report.
We've got a few more targets we're going to clear out.
Before the sun comes up, Immigration and Customs Enforcement field officers are out.
Public safety risks like DUIs, domestic violence. So we have a few of those today.
We're breaking up into a couple of different groups, going after several targets at the same time.
On this early morning in Jefferson Parish, ICE field officers look to arrest people who aren't citizens and have criminal arrest or convictions. An immigration judge ordered them to be removed from the United States.
Doing fugitive operations like this is one of the top duties of our enforcement and removal operations officers.
ICE's mission is to help ensure public safety and enforce the immigration laws of the United States.
New Orleans Field Office Director Melissa Harper says ICE's duty is to preserve national security and public safety.
We got there at like 7 yesterday and I was gone.
This field office covers 5 states: Louisiana, Arkansas, Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi.
And we also have 9 immigration detention facilities in this area.
They were drinking and driving before 7 a.m.
Once ICE is notified a person in the country illegally gets arrested or convicted of a crime, it investigates to determine if it should put a detainer on that person.
Basically, it's like a hold, right? So we put a hold on the person. It's like a courtesy hold. We have 48 hours to come and pick up that person and then take our action, the authorities that we have.
Harper explains this year in Jefferson Parish alone, ICE has more than 200 detainers.
We sat on the corner of Lake and Pine looking for a target right there. And then that happens, and it's all 5 of them are foreign nationals.
Just last month, Jefferson Parish Sheriff deputies arrested 5 men illegally in the U.S. from Honduras, accused of trying to break into vehicles near Lake Avenue and then shooting at investigators during a chase.
4 of those individuals we have detainers on. We have a great relationship with Jefferson Parish.
But in Orleans Parish, it's different.
They do not honor our detainers. They have, some internal policies in place that prevent them from cooperating with ICE.
Harper says Orleans' internal policies have been in place since 2013, but authorities will cooperate on some of the most serious crimes, like murder and rape. Still, it affects ICE's operations in Orleans Parish.
It's a challenge, right? Because there's only the handful of crimes that they'll accept the detainers on.
While ICE has more than 200 detainers in Jefferson Parish, the agency has just 30 so far this year in Orleans. An immigration judge will eventually decide whether or not to issue what's called a final order of removal from the United States for the people on detainers. They'll be allowed to make their own arrangements to leave. But if that doesn't happen, ICE steps in.
If they fail to make those arrangements, then we could be looking to arrest them and take them in custody and remove them on our end.
On this early morning operation, this man is the team's next target.
This subject has had a final order of removal for about the last 6 years now, since 2017. During the time that this individual has been in the area, he's been convicted of 3 DUIs.
They located him in his truck, boxed him in, and quickly made the arrest.
We put a lot of hours in finding these cases to begin with, vetting them, doing surveillance on them, getting out early on them, watching houses, finding good targets, all public safety arrests.
Of the 12 people taken into custody on the most recent roundup, 7 of them were previously removed from the United States and are back.
Sometimes, rather frequently, people come back into the United States after they've been deported. The important thing there is if we can apprehend them after they've been deported, then that's a felony, and we can prosecute them federally, and then they can get federal time for that.
In all of last year, ICE's data shows the agency arrested more than 46,000 people in the U.S. illegally with serious criminal histories across the country.
And that's just a fraction of the people that ERO actually arrested, because those are just the ones with criminal histories. Other people that had final orders of removal, that were fugitives in the United States, are not included in that number.
Harper says there's a misconception that ICE goes after anyone who's in the United States illegally. She says that's simply not the case.
Chances are we don't know about you unless you bring yourself to our attention. I mean, we don't have the resources nor the intent to go out and arrest people who are don't become known to us through the criminal justice system.
She says it's about ensuring the public's safety.
We don't conduct what people refer to as raids or go and arrest people just for being in the United States illegal. We know who we're going for. They're targeted operations.
Natasha Robin, Fox 8, Local First.